We know more than ever. But why are we becoming more irrational? Something strange is happening. We live in the most educated, technologically advanced society in human history. We carry more information in our pocket than entire civilizations once possessed. And somehow, people trust each other less, institutions less, science less, even reality itself seems harder to agree on. Modern people can explain confirmation bias in perfect detail, while forwarding conspiracy theories in the family WhatsApp group, and that's strange. Because a few centuries ago, during the Age of Enlightenment, many thinkers believed humanity was entering a new age of reason. The idea was actually beautiful. If people were free to think, debate openly, question authority, and follow evidence instead of superstition, society would slowly become more rational, tolerant, and civilized. And for a while it looked like they were right. Science exploded forward, medicine improved, democracy spread, human rights gained ground, life expectancy doubled, millions escaped poverty. The Enlightenment helped build the modern world. But I think something unexpected also happened along the way, because the Enlightenment didn't only weaken superstition, it also weakened older structures that gave people identity and belonging. Religion became less central, traditions lost authority, communities became looser, people became more individual. Which sounded liberating, until modern life slowly turned the individual into a full-time project. Now, you must build your own identity, create your own meaning, optimize your own happiness, design your own future, and preferably do it before turning 30. No pressure. Sometimes, modern life feels like a civilization entirely built around performance dashboards, sleep score, productivity apps, calories, followers, personal branding, mental optimization, morning routines explained by podcasts hosted by men with frightening jawlines. We became incredibly efficient at measuring life. Less clear is whether we became better at living it. And then the internet arrived. Humanity suddenly gained access to almost all knowledge ever created, which should have been the golden age of reason. Instead, something stranger happened. People did not unite around shared facts. They split into separate realities. The Enlightenment assumed that more information would make people more rational. The algorithm discovered that outrage is more profitable. And once identity becomes stronger than truth, discussions change completely. People no longer ask, "Is this true?" Instead, they ask, "Does this belong to my side?" You can feel this everywhere now. Politics feels tribal. Public debates feel aggressive. Nuance feels weak. Everybody performs certainty. Nobody changes their mind anymore because, honestly, changing your mind now looks like losing. Even intelligence itself sometimes becomes dangerous. Smart people are often extremely good at defending what they already believe, which means modern society has created something remarkable. Millions of highly informed people, emotionally attached to completely different versions of reality. And maybe that is why society feels strangely unstable despite all our progress, because civilizations do not survive on knowledge alone. They also survive on trust. Trust that facts matter. Trust that opponents are still human beings. Trust that society is something we share instead of something we merely use. The Enlightenment gave us science, freedom, and enormous technological power. But it also quietly assumed something else, that rational people would naturally remain connected to one another. That part now feels less certain. Sometimes I think modern society suffers from a strange contradiction. We know more than ever, but share less meaning. We communicate constantly, but feel increasingly isolated. We are permanently connected, and somehow increasingly alone. Maybe the crisis of modern life is not that people know too little. Maybe it is that we no longer know what to trust together. And once a society loses shared reality, even intelligent civilizations can slowly lose their balance.